Yeah. So when we talk about the Drupal, at the same time, we talk about the speed as well. And increasing the speed with the custom coding, that will be the bonus point for the developers and the clients as well. And it will save the time for both of them. So, hey guys, my name is Manish, and yes, we are going to talk about the accelerating development speed for the developers. So, yeah, let me show. So, we will be going to use some command line tools, that is the Drupal console and the Drush. So I think most of the you guys are aware about this, what is Drupal console and Drush. So we will go a little brief about that. So what we are going to study in this, like what is Drupal console and Drush, what are the benefits, and what are the steps to for the installation, and what are the like interesting commands, available commands, and the uses of them. All right. So yeah, starting with the Drupal console. Okay. So if I will talk about this like Drupal console. Okay, so this is nothing that but a suite of tools that you run on a command line interface, CLI, and to generate some code and to debug or to make the things more easier. Okay, so one of its from many of its strengths, it's one of its abilities to generate the like boilerplate code as well. And so if I talk about the like what is boilerplate code, so it's nothing just a section of code that are repeated. Okay, so and yeah, Drupal console works with the Drupal 8 and Drupal 9 both. So coming to the Drush as well, yeah, we will going to like parallelly with Drupal console and Drupal Drush as well. So what is Drush here? So Drush is also nothing but a command like a sort of tool that you run on the command line interface. But yeah, Drush is original CLI for the Drupal. Okay, and yeah, again, Drush also help you to generate most of the Drupal 8 and 9 code and debug as well. But here's one more specialty of the Drush is what? That it was working with Drupal 6, 7, 8, and 9. So I think the Drush was introduced in 2007 approximate. So till then it's now like upgraded with more versions. Like today we are using the Drush 10. Okay. So there are lots of features included in the Drush 9 and Drush 10. Okay. So we will going to introduce very little of them. Yeah. Coming to the main points, like what are the benefits of using them? So this gives the advantages of modern development practices. If I say the modern development practices, it includes the most of things like coding standard, and there are no repetition of the codes and something like that. So it will saves the development time both during migration of existing Drupal models and when creating the new one. And obviously it will increase the productivity. So things are getting like more easier for using after using this both command line interface. So yeah, let's start with the Drupal console installation. Okay, so we can install the Drupal console using many methods like Composer, curl, or var, etc. Okay, so here I have introduced an example of the Composer. So yeah, one more thing I will like to introduce here about the Drupal console. Like you can install the Drupal console globally as well using this command, Composer global required Drupal console. But this is now deprecated as well, so please avoid to use this. But yeah, previously it was working fine and all. Yeah, but right now what we need to, but again, if it's deprecated globally, then how we can use this? We can use this inside our Drupal site as well. Okay, how? Like this, Composer required Drupal console, and this is the uh, that parameter you need to pass for the uh, uh, good installation or the like stable version as well. Okay, so I will go with the like parallelly with the demo as well. So here we have like fresh Drupal 9, and already I have installed that Drupal Composer, Drupal Console and Drush both. So let's start. After this, I will go with the more demo example panel. And Drush installation, yeah. Drush is also can be installed with many methods like Composer, curl, fire, etc. And yeah, Drush you can use globally as well. It's a like it can be operated from like any of your directory, and you can direct your root path of the Drupal site, and you can execute the commands. So if you need to install particularly different version for the different sites as well, so you can use this composer require drush inside your Drupal site. So here we are going to introduce some of the Drupal debug commands. So okay, so this is the very like good features if you want to debug some something like that. For example, I have taken some of the like some of examples, but here are lots of examples you can find here as well. So here you will get all the list of the commands which you can use with the Drupal console, and here you can see the commands. Okay, so if you talk about the debug only. Okay, so let's start with this Drupal, and we can use the grep command as well, like debug. Okay, so see, you can use this debug breakpoints and all. So what actually they do is, let's go a little bit of from them. For example, if we need to debug the breakpoints, and you like what are the breakpoints, you obviously know that we introduced some of the breakpoints in our like theming parts. So for example, if we need to debug that, so just simply Drupal and debug and what breakpoints. And again, you need to add the like theme. For example, right now I will go with the Batik theme. So it will gives you all the breakpoints which will be installed in your current like theme or whatever. See, you can see here like minimum width, max width. So just like this. Great debug which we can use is like container, and inside container, you know, like services and all. If we need to like debug any of the services, for example file system. Okay, so just debug container and the file system. So it will give you the like sorry, my bad, spelling is wrong. Container file system. So yeah, here you will see the methods and all non-existing service file system. Okay, so another like might be it's not introduced right now. You can use another like if you need like help, you can debug the container and you will get all the list of the available services and all whatever you are using. So like this, if you are using the token toolbar menu tree, just to use this. For example, if we need token, let's start with this. So just enter this token. Okay, and you will get the all the like what are the route for that, what are the classes used, and what are the methods introduced in this. This all you will get to know using the simple commands, service, scope, class, and all. Okay, so let's quickly jump to the another thing as well. Another command like debug plugin block broken. Okay, yeah, most of the times we have seen that during the migration or during the pushing our codes to the stage dev or production environment, sometimes like simple blocks or basic blocks are not going, like which are not introduced in the config, so that are going that break on the any server. So if we need to list all these, like what are the debug broken blocks. Okay, so just plugin block and the broken one. So it will give you the list of the that all the blocks which are broken, and you can fix it, and you can either create or remove it. Anyway, it's your call. Okay, so yeah, let's start with another commands like generating the custom module. Yeah, when we talk about like we need to create a custom module, it will be creating like a lot of file and all. Yeah, but let's make it little simple here. You don't need to do anything, just use the generate command and module. Okay, and it will generate the custom module for you, and it will ask you like what are the module names, let's say it's custom products, whatever the names you are called, machine name, module path, and description. This is the custom module, package custom, and yeah, core version. You can introduce 3.0, 2.0, or whatever. Okay, is invalid. Yeah, there is one limitation here. Okay, so I will let you know after this. Let's start this. Module file, define module as a feature, no. Composite.json file, yes. Dependency, no. Test class, yes. And themeable template, not required here right now, yes. So yeah, here you will see that your custom products module will be installed here. Okay, but you will see here the core version is 8.x, but if I will talk about this Drupal version, this is Drupal 9, so it will not be spotted here. So probably you need to enter any of the like other core version like 3.0, 2.0, or something like that. It's your call, otherwise it will be giving error. Okay, so yeah, let's start with and here you have seen that like all the files, all this custom module is created by default, and there is one load unit test class is as well created. And if you see the coding standard as well, you will get the like Drupal coding standard according to the guideline. So yeah, this is the like power of generating the custom model using the Drupal console. So again, if we talk about generate custom form, yeah, this is also a great like example. If you need to generate any custom form, for example, let's start just generate form. It will ask you the module name as well, like in which model you need to install. So custom product info is spotted to provide just core 3 is not spotted. Okay, so let it be light right now, like this. I will introduce I will update this later on. Okay, so init form. Yeah, here you can enter your custom custom products default form, your class name like custom form, you can say this, and custom form container, note right now, a config file, not required. Okay, form structure, yeah, if you need to add the form structure as well, you can add from here as well. Like for example, I need to create a text field, simply a text field. So enter the text field format here, input label, name, okay, and machine name, maximum correct amount of character, text field, description, you can enter here, default value you can enter, and yeah, it's a new field type. If you need to enter another field type, like for example, I need to add the submit button. Okay, so wait, you can put it 1. So if you don't need to add another fields, just press enter or return. So enter the route path. Here you can define your custom route, and yeah, it's done. So have you seen like how fast is we have done created them like custom forms? So here you can see custom form, and you will be able to see the routing as well, which we had defined here. Okay, so if we go to this path and you will see, okay, before going that, I haven't installed this model right now. I will do that, but before that I will like to introduce some more commands. So generate some config form as well. If you need to generate the configuration form, for example, like in our requirements, we need to create some config forms for any page or something like that. So just introduce config, and again it will go with the same process, and it will create your config form as well. Let's start. And yeah, so custom products, enter default form, and here we can say custom config form, and custom config form container node config file you can introduce here. Yeah, again same field type you can use here. Let's suppose we are introducing with an email field type, input label email, machine name email, description email. Okay, default value not required. Wait, again submit button, submit description, default value, wait for like it is 1, not required more. Yeah, here you can enter the route, generate a menu link. Yes, we need to generate a menu link as well. Okay, so title for the menu link, like config, and it's menu parent, admin config system. And what are the parents you can use here? You will get all the list here, and menu link where you can add the descriptions, and yeah, it's done. You will see here the links.menu.yml file, which will be defining your menu here. Okay, and you can see the custom config form is done. Here you will get the form ID, and again, so you can get you can build the structure very quickly with this Drupal console command. Again, if we need to like create some controller in our custom module, so again we can have the same like generate controller, and it will ask you to in which module you need to add the like controller. So let's suppose we need to add again in the custom products default controller, or let's say my controller. Okay, so enter the controller method title. To stop adding more methods, leave this empty. If you need to introduce some methods or the function, we can say you can define from here as well. If you don't need, just skip it. Okay, but yeah, you need to add one minimum title. Like for example, if I can say like get data. Okay, so action method name and hello whatever. Like I'm going with the like dummy names right now. So enter the route path, control method title, and unit test class. If you need, you can. Otherwise, just create no. Don't need container. Proceed with the operation. Yes. So again, here you will see that one controller as well created with the method hello. Okay, and again my controller, and you will see that routing.yml. Here you will be able to see that my controller and hello method. So here we have introduced this hello. Enter the action method name. Okay, so yeah, I will talk about this custom entity. Yeah, so again, if we talk about the custom entity, then again it looks like there would be a little like more complex things and all. So but with Drupal console, it makes things more easier. But yeah, using this entity content in Drupal 9, there is one limited like one bug as well. So I will tell you that as well. So first let's create some what like the yeah, entity content. So generate content. So again, it will ask you in which module, and yeah, before creating custom entity, again you need to add the custom modules. Otherwise, you can't add like that. So again, custom products, default entity you can see, and machine name is default entity, and the label default, admin structure. Does it they want entity to have bundles? Right now, why we don't want. So yeah, translatable, yes. Revisionable, yes. To have forms, uh, it's your choice. Right now, I'm not like uh, like have an owner. Yeah. So you can see like there are approximate 9 files, and it's just created within seconds, I think. So here you can see like entity, default entity. Yeah, so I was talking about one bug here. So what was the bug with Drupal 9 is that there is a missing revisionable metadata keys here. Okay, so I have copied here, and let's copy this and paste it here. So yeah, so it's fine now. It will not create any issue right now. It will be enabled, and yeah. So okay, going forward, if I will introduce some more entity, like if we need to create services, like any service, whatever you say, like for example, let's create some services as well. Then let's finish. Again, it will ask you like in which module do you need to install, and what are the service name. Like hmm, what is the name we should suggest here? Like let's say like uh, user products, whatever. I don't know, like I'm not able to recognize any good name right now. So class name here you can say, and like user products, and yeah, interface, create an interface, yes, interface name, and you can create user products. Okay. And lower channel, yes, yeah. So basically here you can add the container as well. If we add the container, so yeah, enter your service. For example, we know we need a config factory or config manager, whatever the you just start typing, and it will auto populate config.factory. Okay, and comma separated, like enter your service again. For example, we need messenger. Okay, so yeah, messenger. If you don't need to another add another so just press enter again. Yeah, path for the services keeping the same, and yes, we need to perform the operation. See, here you can see like your custom services has created, and if we see the code base and just closing this. So here you will see the product services. And here I have passed two arguments, that is config factory and then messenger, user products here. Sorry, user products and user products interface. Here you can see that this the your like custom services has been created. and you can use it at like however you want to use. Apart from this development parts, we can create the content as well using the Drupal console. For example, if we need to create some user here as well, I will introduce one bug with this Drupal console in that is in Drupal with Drupal 9 only, not with Drupal 8. So Drupal generate, sorry, what we are talking, user creation. Yeah, user create. So user create. So apart from like logging into website and entering the going to admin panel and all, so you can create a username. For example, I need to create here my name, user password. I can keep anything, and yeah, I can assign the role as well. I need to assign like content editor. Okay, the user email, like I can enter my email, and that is specbee.com. And again, the user status, you can, you want to a user to be like in a block state or in the active state. And there, storage expansion. Yeah, so I told you that there is an issue with the Drupal 9. So here is that. So if you go and see the people, okay, so the user will be created, but with Drupal 9 there is some methods which is deprecated, like for example get username and all. So that due to that methods, this console is throwing some errors. See, I have created one user here, and it's in active state as well. And if I will go to edit this, so you will see here like Manishan email and whatever. Yeah, you can create the plugin, another plugin, like for example block. You need to create block, custom block. So here we go with the user plugin. So, and again with the block. So again, it will ask you like in which module do you want to add this. Sorry. This is like generate plugin. My bad. Again, if we need to introduce in custom products here, and whatever the default block you can say, and plugin label, default block, plugin ID, and enter the theme region to render the plugin block. Right now we don't need that. So if you want the like container, you can, let's say yes, and enter your services in which, from which like messenger, and again config manager or config factory service. Don't need again form structure. If you want the form structure, like again it will create the form. I will like put it now. Themeable template no. And do you want to perform with the operation? Yeah, yes. Okay, you will see here you will see that plugin, and you will see the block and default block. So here what we have introduced is that is container. We have put it yes, and here you can see that this container is introduced here, and like messenger in the config factory. And again, if I talk about the coding like standard and all, it will be according to the Drupal standard. You will not find any issues. And so there are more of the like commands and Drupal console. So here is proper documentation given for the Drupal console commands as well. Apart from this, if you don't need to go there, again, I have told you that just type Drupal and get the list of all the commands, whatever you need to use, you can use that. So apart from this, like there is one more we are talking about, that the command line tool, that is the Drush. Yeah, so Drush is almost the similar, that use the Drupal Symfony library as like that. What are the differences if we say? So there are not much differences, but yeah, there are like most of the commands are more common, a little bit of like syntax, or we can say like command is different, but the activity of I mean the target of doing that would be same. So if we start about the some common Drush commands, okay, so here you can see like Drush CR, what it will do, it will clear your cache. And again, let's clear the cache, and again I will use the Drush from global. So here you can use the Drush CR commands. All right, and again after this CIM config import, config export. Before using this config import and the config export, obviously you need to add, you need to configure your settings.psv file, and in which you can like create, or you can like uh, uh, create any directory in your Drupal like path wherever you want, generally like uh, before the web directory, and you can point to that. Okay, so yeah, again ULI, yeah, this is the good command. Instead, if you like staging servers and all, if you need to like use the Drush, if you need to like, if you don't know the password and all, so just to use the Drupal CLI. By default, it will what, it will give you the admin that admin user ID one time login URL. But if you need proper, like for the proper user, you can get the one-time login for that as well. If we go about the help part, so it will give you the options like whatever the arguments we can pass in the ULI. So for example, here you can see examples. If we need like for user ID, so if we need to, like right now there are not much user, so but I will tell you the example, like if we need for particular user, or like it's 320, so just pass like this, and it will give you the one-time login URL for user 320. All right, but if you don't need, you don't know the user ID, you can use the what, mail as well, or you can use the username as well. So it's very interesting. You can use it like with any of the user, and it will give you the one-time login URL. So again, you have noticed that right now I have typed like user login fully this, but yeah, you can, instead of typing full, you can use the short syntax as well, that is ULI. Both are the same. So if we use this Drush ULI, it will give you the one-time login URL for the admin user. That is, if I say admin, that means user ID 1. See, you can paste it here and it will be open. Another good feature of this Drush ULI is what you can like you can give the browser name, etc. Okay, so if I talk about this browser like Chrome or Safari, just pass it here and it will be automatically open your Firefox or Chrome or Opera, whatever the browser you give here, and it will give it will log into that site. Okay, so yeah, apart from this, like you can use to like Drush EN and your module name. If you need to like install the module, right, let's start with this custom products we have created right now. So it will throw an error because I told you there is an custom products. So we can you check the another info.yml, and here you can see like core version requirement and version, let's say this, and into our what custom products.info.file. Okay, so it will now see it unable to install the module, is incompatible with the Drupal core. Okay, so we install the module right now, it will be get installed. It will not create an issue. So meanwhile it's installing, let's go to another commands like okay, yeah, PMU. What is this? This is doing like uninstall the module. If you have installed any module, you can uninstall as well. Okay, using the PMU and your module name. Again, if we need to check the what are the current modules like enabled right now, what is this? core version requirement key must be present. Okay, yeah, but this version is only with Drupal 9, not with the like Drupal 8. So core version requirement we can introduce here, and again enable the module. Okay, invalidation, but yeah, it's successfully enabled. Okay, so we can might be some issue with the JSON. Okay, so let's not worry about that, and let's clear the cache here, and yeah, you can clear the cache with the brush. Yeah. Okay, apart from that, what we are using like PM list. Yeah, so what are the modules you have installed in your site? You will get the list of all the modules here using this Drush PM. You can check it. Like I will go with another commands. DB, if there is like when you update your core or something like that, so probably you need to update the DB as well. So here you can use that. So yeah, that's watchdog list. What is this watchdog? So watchdog is just nothing but like it record the error, like notice parse error, syntax error, whatever. So it records all the things, and like main value in your complete site, anywhere there were some error, then it will show you the list here. And again, for example, if your completely site is broken and you are not able to find from where I need to debug and what I need to find, like what is creating an issue. So just nothing, Drush watchdog list, or you can use the Drush short form like Drush WS. Okay, so it will give you the list of the error. But another command which is more useful as well, that is watchdog tail. So what it does, so for example, there are multiple errors, and you are solving like simultaneously one by one. So but uh, again, if you like get the list here only. Okay, so here is this your Drush watchdog list. So again, if I have solved this, for example, let's say this is the error. Okay, this is the warning, but let's say this is the error. Okay, and I have resolved this. But apart from this, there are more errors. But again, I'm not going to do this Drush WS. So instead of doing this, use this Drush WT, and it will keep your like watchdog messages on. And once you refresh your sites, and if there is any bug, you will able to see here. See, you will be able to see here all the what are the warnings, or what are the messages, or what are the error messages you will the Drupal will throw. Okay, so apart from this, there are some more interesting Drush commands as well. Yeah, I told you that with like after Drush 9 version, there are more of the commands I did, which is like Drupal console as well. So here are some interesting commands. That is Drush status. If you need to know the overall status of your site, just what are the PHP version, what are the current core version, and what are the like loaded PHP like file configuration file, I will say. Okay, so you can get all this all the data from Drush status. Okay, yeah, again Drush generate. Yeah, this is the again interesting command. As like Drupal console, you will see there is Drush also introduced some Drush generate commands. So here you will see like Drush and generate. Okay, so I will get it will give you all the list of the commands which Drush can generate. For example, if you need to generate any breakpoints here, you can generate any services, you can generate any plugin, any module, again any whatever then you need to introduce here. Just like the Drupal console, here is also you can use the Drush as well to generate. But the best part which I like about the Drush is like it does not have any bug right now in generating the like custom entity or any modules. For example, if we need to generate again, and one more thing which I like about the Drush is like if we need to introduce a custom entity, and if we say we need to we are using Drupal console, then obviously you need to create the custom module first, then you need to create the custom entity. But with Drush, this is not like that. You can direct create the custom entity. And how? Like module content entity. So it will create your custom module as well, and it will create your that custom entity as well. So both of the things will be added at the same time. So here we will see, and it will again ask you first, like whatever the module you need to create first, and again it will go to your custom entity and ask you again, like one by one, the informations. So meanwhile it's like introducing, it's creating, like let me tell you some another, like it will give you the security, whatever the security your Drupal is like, if any module is not upgraded, is your core is not upgraded, it will provide you the list of all the security updates. Again, if we are doing some migration, then it will be great to help you. Okay, so if we are doing migration from like 7 to 8 or 8 to 9, or from 8 to 8 from one environment to another environment, it will be you can use the Drush migrate status, and it will leave, and it will give you the status of all the things. See, here you can enter the module name, like my products. Here I will see my products, package custom, comma separate dependency if we need. We don't need any dependency. Type my products, and base path buildable, no. Reasonable, no. Translatable, no. The entity type has bundle, no. And create entity template, no. And create permissions, no. Title based field, yes. Status based field, yes. Create it, change, author, description, and create rest, no. So yeah, it's done. So here you can see there are lots of files are created. You can, if I will show you the say my products, where you can see that yeah, this Drush is also having some issues, but yeah, you can see there, here your custom entity is also created. Again, you can see here, like what are the interface and all, and here is the form, and yeah. So it's your call, like whatever you prefer to use, Drupal console or Drush, both are almost the same things, and most of the commands perform the same action as well. Okay, one more thing with this Drush, like you can set the password for any user. If you don't need to use the one-time login URL, okay, so just use the Drush user password, your username and your password, and it will set for that. Okay, and if you need to block any user, you can block user block, and particularly you can give that user ID here. And again, if you need to add the role for any user, you can add that as well. And again, the last command, that is SQL dump. It's a good, and you can create, instead of using MySQL, my -u root and all, it's, you can, if you need to export your DB, then simple just create a SQL dump, zip. I need to compress that as well, and result file, and again whatever the Drupal 9 and local SQL, and it will export your DB in this DB name. All right, so meanwhile it's like exporting. Yeah, thank you guys. This was a little about the Drupal console and the Drush, and yeah, obviously we can increase our productivity, and we can increase the development, like we can reduce the development time and increase our speed as well. Do you have any questions right now?
Hi guys, thank you for watching. I had an amazing time learning all the new things here at Specbee's TECHX. And if you did too, do let us know in the comments below. Keep following Specbee for the latest trends in technology. See you in the next one.